Hello, somebody. We are
The Nobodies.
What are we doing here today?
Today we are interviewing the great Mike Torelli from the band Holy Mother and his brand new guitarist Mickey. How you guys doing today?
Very good. He is brand new, by the way.
How brand new? How brand new is he? He looks like he's brand new to life. You what? You're 5 years old?
18.
You got such a baby face.
I'm 18.
You're 18.
I'm 20. Listen, it's same. Eventually, the hair will grow in it.
All right. So Holy Mother, how'd you come up with that name?
Actually, that's a good question. It was a long time ago. Actually, Randy Colvin. I don't know if you ever heard of Randy Colvin, bass player.
I have
Played
not.
with a lot of big artists. Zach Wild, Steve Vai. Played in. He had his own solo stuff going on. He played with Yngwie Malmsteen. He was the original bass player and played on every single Holy Mother album that was recorded.
Really?
And he passed, I think, 7 years ago. And obviously didn't play on Faces Burn. But he actually came up with the name. And we were like, yeah, why not? Holy, wasn't like something religious. Some people think it's,
The
it's not
Virgin,
religious,
the Virgin Mary, like that, the
Yeah,
Holy Mother.
It's
yeah.
not religious.
No? Okay.
It's just like holy.
I got you. Yeah, the Holy Mother word, right? That's great.
So basically, that's it.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your friend.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a
yeah.
shame. So when you guys started, like how'd you all meet? Especially the new guitarist Mickey. How did it all happen?
Well, this band's been around since
For you-
1996.
1996.
And Faces Burn was released 18 years later. We took a break.
Okay.
Contractual reasons, record companies, and other projects I've gotten, involved in. I was in a band, and still am, in a band called Messiah's Kiss, and they're based in Germany. We did a lot of touring with them, and then got involved. I'm in different projects. So I decided to bring back, I had a short-lived project called Rising Five for a little while, and I wanted to do everything myself and release it myself, but it's just too difficult. So I actually shopped for a label, and the label was like, yeah, I'll release it. I'm a fan. I really like, all your stuff you did in the past. And then my wife says, why don't you just do another Holy Mother album? Everyone keeps asking, Holy Mother, why ain't you do? We had a lot of success in the 90s. With Toxic Rain was a big album for us. So I said, yeah, it's a no-brainer. I mentioned it to Massacre Records. That's the label we're on now.
Oh, okay.
Thomas Hertler, and he was like, that's a great idea.
Nice reunion. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we're out with the new album, and here we are.
Would you say there's anything you've changed since, from old Holy Mother to new?
Definitely. I mean, as you grow as a musician, you grow, in your music styles and your writing and stuff like that. I mean, the older stuff that that Mick here, Toxic Rain and Criminal Afterlife, those are more, I guess, what would you say, more straightforward, trashy metal, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Stuff now is a little bit more modern metal.
Mm.
It's like a mixture of Dio meets maybe Disturbed meets Priest meets, you know what I mean? It's got all the with more modern production.
You could say not as much reverb.
There you go.
Well, they had a lot of reverb back in those days.
Back in the day, guitars and big, huge drums, So that's the, how we evolved as far as, writing and production too. Just all that, so.
So this is the part where we mentioned it is alive. It is. We are in person.
Yeah.
We are in person. We're in a lounge, and there's going to be people coming in and out of the door playing Wu-Tang Clan.
So, talk to us about Faces Burn. How do you guys feel about the process?
How it began, the process?
How it began? How long did it take to write the album?
Okay, so I've always my own studio, so I'm always writing songs, always putting stuff down, writing, boom, 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 boom. Jim Harris, the original drummers, we actually partied for all those years, He really got out of the music business. I was always in and out with different things and bands, as I explained. So with coming together with Holy Mother, we decided, to do the project or whatever. And I had all these songs, and I just would record all the stuff at home. I play guitar, write the stuff, and then Jim is an amazing lyricist. He's written two novels. So
Wow.
he's a great lyricist, and we've always worked really well on all the prior albums and stuff like that. I would just sing a melody and sing over something, and I'd say, Jim, what do you think? And he would write something to my melody. Whatever I was saying, he'd be like, that's brilliant. How do you come up with, I don't know. So he put it into like a story. And so basically we wrote the whole album and finished it during COVID.
I've noticed that with a lot of bands.
I
That
know.
they say COVID was such a great time.
Great time.
You know, I hate to say that because a lot of people lost lives and everything. But for a musician, the touring stopped. But you hear so many bands say that the writing
Right.
was like second to none because they had so much time.
Right, it was easy to progress, Jim works a normal job or whatever. He was even able to take more time and work on stuff. And, basically I love writing,
Yeah.
And I still got so many songs ready for the next album. And you know what? You never stop writing. I even said, to Jim the other day, he's like, we got so many songs. We have to have an album finished by June. There's a couple of labels now interested,
Really?
And I'm like, shoot, all right, whatever. But he's like, we have so many songs pretty much done. I'm like, yeah, I'm always writing. I'm ready. Like, you never know, that next song might come out then.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
might
never
well-
stop.
yeah.
Never stop.
You might write the next song, and then the one song you
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
was going to go on the album, you're like, you know what? This one might be a little bit better.
And you can always use it.
Yeah. Well, it's somewhere in time.
But
Yeah.
production can drive you crazy, especially technology. It makes me crazy, like, just the whole thing, changing programs. I use Cubase, and I'm like, I got to get the new version of Cubase because it doesn't harbor any of the new guitar sounds, and I got to do it.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
We wrote 2 songs ourselves, right?
Yeah, like to our best attempt. Adobe Audition is gross. It is.
Oh, is that what you use?
Yeah.
It's a great software, but like it's weird to use. So, I want to say, how did you get into the band?
So I met Mike about, what was it, like, I guess it would be a year ago.
Yeah.
It would be a year ago, yeah. So my band, I'm a solo artist. We do Mickey Licks, which is me, my drummer Steve, who's one of my closest friends. And then we have bass players who we hire on and off, and they just come up stage with us, and we just have fun. We were doing a show at Katie's of Smithtown, and we reached out to Mike, and we're like, hey, we want to do a Dio song, and I think we did, what else did we do? The Dio and Judas Priest.
All right.
And we're like, come down, be fun. And you came down, it was fun, killed it. And then from there, we kind of like remained in contact, but I think it was August in which you reached out to me and was
Right.
like, we need someone for touring, and we need a new guitar player, basically.
Damn, it took him a year to decide. I'd be insulted, personally.
So when did you start playing guitar? Being you're only 18 years old, when did, and you play Judas Priest now?
4 years ago. That's a long time ago.
I started playing 6 years ago.
6 years ago. And
Yeah.
you just knew right away you were playing Judas Priest, like that type of,
So,
like Painkiller was your first song?
So I grew up around my dad, who was he owned a guitar store. Like before I
those guitars.
Okay.
before I was born, he owned a guitar store, but then he sold it and then had kids and stuff. Dream crushers, I know. And
Yeah.
and then so from there I always grew up with music around the house. Like Van Halen was always on in our house and stuff like that, and he was always playing guitar. I didn't pick it up for a while until about age 12 because from that point I was a very competitive travel ice hockey player.
Okay.
Very competitive. And I got a really bad concussion, which caused me to just like, I needed something because I was just like, I had nothing to do. I was just in the house, head was pounding. So I just needed something. And I kind of just gravitated towards it. And since then, it's just been like, I fell in love with it. Still in love with it.
Yeah. Good.
It's my rock.
You
Awesome.
have to see his house. His dad is a great guitar player as well. He's a shredder. You go in the house, it's like, see that wall there? There's like 70 guitars.
Like that, right? A museum.
Everywhere. Let me try this guitar. Let me try.
That's great. I'm
yeah.
sure he's got some really expensive ones too. A lot of classics. Like, does he have like ones from rock stars?
So we don't have anything like that. So I'm actually a Charvel endorsed artist.
Okay.
So we have a lot of more high-end Charvels, which is cool. Like we have a lot of custom shop DeMartini models, which is awesome. And then like even too, we have some cool Les Pauls that are like made to measures.
Wow.
That are like get pricey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
of course.
All right. So, Mike, being you are a singer, and I've heard you are compared to many singers. I've seen a lot of your cover songs. Do you think that you are compared to, when you sing, do you want to sound like them, or you want to be Mike Torelli, or do you try to attempt to sound like them, or you do it in your voice?
Well, you know what? That's a good question. The band I mentioned before, Messiah's Kiss, we did a cover of It's No Good from Depeche Mode, and I wanted to use my own voice on that. I think what Dave Gahan did, it's just brilliant, and I just wanted to do my own, be myself on that one. But when I'm with Entourage, which is my 8-piece wedding club band or whatever, if I'm doing gigs with that, I always sound like the artist, and I make sure I do.
Okay.
I can change my voice pretty well at that.
Really?
But then being compared to singers, I mean, I've been compared to mostly my hero is Ronnie James Dio.
Okay.
David Coverdale. I do
Whitesnake.
a White Snake, David Coverdale. I do a Dio Snake, it's called. It's David Coverdale and Dio / one tribute.
Oh, really?
And it's great. All the best songs from Dio, all the best songs from White Snake. And then, basically I just, sing anything I can.
You find yourself doing bands like Iron Maiden, because I
Yeah,
heard
back
Bruce
in the day.
Dickinson in your voice.
Well, back in the day,
back
I
in
used
the
to
day.
do all Iron Maiden, Jeff Tate, Queensryche.
Okay. So did you do like Led Zeppelin, Robert Plant?
A little bit. Not much Zeppelin, though. I mean, I love Zeppelin, but mostly back in the day, Halford, Tate, Dickinson, Dio.
All great singers. They really are all great singers.
So is there anything you wanted to do that you haven't done yet?
Great question, because I've done so much, I gotta say. I mean, when it comes to travel, I played everywhere in the world. I was in a band called Riot. You probably heard of Riot. Did a lot of touring with them. We've been in Japan twice. They're still kicking. They're a great band, great guys. As far as travel, I played everywhere. The only place I didn't play is maybe, I haven't played Sweden yet, but play there yet. But as far as music-wise, I mean, I've even sung Italian songs and stuff like that, phonetically, obviously, because I don't know what I'm singing. But, I give a great appreciation to being with my 8-piece band as well, because the musicianship is just off the chart. And I learn a lot from them, and they learn a lot from me. I bring a different element to these people, because they're more like schooled musicians, but I think I brought a lot to them, what I do, and they bring a lot to me, But I pretty much, there's always something,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of good things to look forward to, and we'll see whatever comes down the pipe. But right now, I think I've done so much, it's hard to think. I'd like to play Madison Square Garden headline. That's my next thing.
That's a goal. That's a goal. I
There you go.
respect
I'm
that.
still trying, trust me.
Now, I got a good question.
Mickey will be there with me all out. I can guarantee that.
I got a good question I think you would like to answer. When you sing, what are you singing for? Are you singing for love? Are you singing for passion? Are you singing because somebody that you knew? What do you sing for? What's in your heart?
I sing because I love to sing. I sing for the love of it. Reaction is always great. To see people's reaction, it's always nice to say, "Holy shit!" Sound great. Even last night, whatever we do gigs, and I always make sure that I would feel like last night was a good example. I did a gig last night. And my falsetto was a little weird, but it got good as I went on. I was like, it really made me depressed. I'm like, I'm not at the top of my game right now.
Yeah.
I always want to be on the top of my game. 100%. Got to be there. That's very important to me. Always. When I do a performance. I mean, we just did a tour in April. 17 shows in a row in 7 different countries. And every night, knock on wood, my voice was maybe best at the end. It was always there, and I was happy, you know? And when you get that mood, it's like, great, you know? One of the other bands that we toured with, which was Dynasty, amazing band from Sweden, great band. The vocalist, very good singer. He got sick, and I felt bad.
Well, that's what happens when you're singing so long. Yeah, you got what's your exercise? It's water, salt water, honey. What do you use to keep the throat from?
The most important thing is rest
A lot of rest.
and water, hydration, and everything. Just like when you're at the gym, rest, hydration. It's a muscle. You use it all the time as you're talking. Talking is the worst when I'm on tour. It's like I can't even talk. I'd rather sing than talk. You know. Sometimes you gotta warm up a little bit, of course. You know, you get out into dry air, and you're like, you know, you do your exercise, little things.
Yeah. Well,
Well, thank you for doing this interview.
sorry for making you talk.
No,
Now you're making us feel guilty. All right, ready to go,
no,
Tom?
I didn't want to do this in the first place.
Bastard. We're now with not the nobodies. Now we're the bastards. That's great.
So, what about
Nobody
you?
bastards.
That's funny.
Do you have your reasons for singing?
Good.
Or I guess
Good
guitar.
playing
Sorry, my
What
bad,
do
my
you
bad.
play
I'll
for?
follow.
He sings too. I make him sing.
What do I play for? I think it's just passion of the instrument. I think that's really what it is. It's I view it almost as an extension of myself.
Really?
Of you got to live and breathe that guitar. You know, every day I pick it up when I go to bed, and before wait, did I say before I go to bed?
When you wake up.
When I wake up, I pick it up. Before I go to bed, I make sure I'm playing, and then I can go to bed. It's my everything, and that's what I love about it. I guess that's really it. It's just my
You got
passion.
plenty of guitars.
Yeah,
I came in,
and but I
he
think
was sleeping one day. He had 20 guitars on his bed.
Some people have stuffed animals. He's got guitars.
I think it's good to have that many though, because I think each guitar inspires you just a bit differently.
No, that's
Well, it's like a book. I would say it's like a book, right? You read 100 different books. Every book is different. So it's
Yeah.
like every guitar tells a story.
such a great point you just brought up, because my brother, my mother, they're like, "Why do you need all those guitars?" My mother, I'm like, "What do you mean? I pick up this one, it's tuned different, it feels different, it inspires you to write, right?" They don't understand.
Different. It's everything is different. You know, even like lately, I find myself actually playing a lot of acoustic because it inspires me in a whole different area, and even like just diving into
Definitely.
other genres. So, like for instance, for a while there, I studied under Jackie Vincent, who was the guitar player for Falling Reverse for the first up until like 2015, and he was a big jazz fusion guy. And so me and him kind of like went to jazz fusion a bit, and I was able to pull a lot of stuff from that and apply it to what I do in metal. Even like, I like country too. I'll take some from that, throw it to metal. You make your own flavor with that, and that's how people recognize you.
That makes sense. We say it all the time. It's like, you know what? We try our best to be different from everybody. Like I said, we listen to interviews all the time, and it's just the basic, no laughing. Everyone's so serious, and the answers are like 2 seconds, and I'm like, oh man, I don't ever want to be these people. I try my best. You know, we got to be, like you said, the best singer, best guitarist. You got to be the best at
It's
what
actually
you do.
getting boring now, so what can we do? Tell me, let's do something.
Where's your strippers you said you were bringing?
They're coming. Quiet, my wife's up there. I gotta tell her first. She'll
Yeah.
accept it.
Well, she's gonna watch it now.
We've heard the door open. None of them have been strippers. Like, what are we doing here, man?
What do you want done here?
So, okay, going back to Face This Burn video. What a great video that was. Where was that shot, and how long did it take to shoot?
It was shot out east in Manaville at a garage. A friend of mine owns a garage that he
The car shop, right? The auto shop?
He it repairs and fixes all exotic, not erotic. So you got me. I can't get that out of my head.
My man.
My man.
That's better anyway. Exotic cars and Lamborghinis and Ferraris. And so I called him. He's like, "I'll clean out my whole garage." I'm like, "You don't have to do that." No, I went there. It was like pristine, everything.
Yeah,
was
no,
set
it
up,
looked
the
nice,
cars,
yeah.
I'm like, perfect. So it took us. We shot it in, I don't know, maybe 4 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours.
Like that, huh?
Yeah.
Most of the guys say they do like 2 days. How'd you do it?
A gentleman of my friend of mine, he came in, Dominic Esposito, has a video company. He came in with a couple of guys, had cameras here, there, and that was it. Made it happen. It was great. Good day.
Okay, that's probably the difference. When you got amateurs, holding an iPhone,
Right.
it tends to last
No
a little
doubt.
longer than people actually know what the heck's going on. So,
I'll tell you, the new iPhones, you could do great stuff on.
oh yeah, 100%. Look, this is gonna be the best video you've ever seen. You know what I mean? You got any questions?
So, do you guys have any plans for the future? Like, what's in store? Music, albums, stuff like that?
Not really. I mean, after this, I'm just gonna go upstairs, go to bed, go home and sleep with guitars.
Sleep with guitars in your bed, right?
Do we have? Are you kidding me? We got so much. My head's spinning right now.
Well, tell us.
I'm on the phone with all different record companies for the next album. We got plans. We got a tour. We're leaving November 26th. We have the tour dates on the website. We're playing, how many dates we got now? I don't know. We just got another one in Budapest now. It's a Christmas show at a huge venue. It's going to be great.
This is your first time traveling, or you?
First tour.
Yeah.
Wow. Congrats.
First tour Europe is
Congratulations.
going to be like,
Yeah.
I wish I would have had him. I'm like, I really wish I had him on the last tour. It would have been so great. Not taking anything away from my last guitar player.
No, it sounds personal.
Great. Great. Great player. Really great. Greg, his name is.
Okay, so
Greg Giordano. You mentioned him.
No, he
But I wish I
was a
had
good
him. It
guitar.
was great.
Yeah, no. So
Well, we have a lot of plans. The tour starts, our first gig now moved up to November 30th, and that's in Slovenia. I can't remember all the dates.
yeah, I don't even know if I know where that place is.
It's a small country. It's the first show. And then Croatia, I think it's the second one. I've got all the dates here. You
Now
can
this
check
is
it out.
from your record company.
No,
I mean,
this is
you're
from
a
the
management
tour,
company.
a tour manager. They put it together. And so we'll be gone. We'll be back right before Christmas. My daughter's birthday is on December 24th, so I better get back.
Better get
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
She sings on a lot of stuff. If you listen to No Death Reborn and Wake Up America, that was like 4 years ago, so she was like 10.
Really? Wow.
A little boy, she's an amazing musician.
Yeah, I'm definitely super excited to. Like I said, I just learned about you. I don't know how I haven't heard about you, but I've been watching a lot of your videos, your Instagrams. Not even for research reasons. You're amazing. So I wanted to, I want to indulge, and I will be hearing it eventually because I'm not going to stop. I definitely want to.
appreciate
Yeah,
that.
no.
Believe me, we need a lot of that,
That's what it's about. It's about sharing. It's like
Yeah.
we talk about it all the time. It's like if you share and he shares and they share, and that's how the word gets out.
Music is momentum, it's
Oh, yeah.
like Holy Mother hasn't released something in 18 years, since 2000 or whatever, when we finally released something. If we were just stuck in the game, I believe we'd be one of the headliners at Wacken Open Air, the biggest festival in Europe, in Germany. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
I think we have.
WACN, Wacken. I played there twice already, but I'm not saying just that one, but
Oh, there's so
getting-
many in New Europe. There's so many.
getting
shows.
better, tours and stuff like that. You can't be out of the spotlight. People forget about you like that. Now that we're back, people are like, oh my God. We played last December on tour. We had 12 shows booked, but during COVID, we only were able to play 4 shows. But it was incredible when we show up to a show and people are outside waiting, to meet you and signing autographs. They brought all the albums out. I was in a band called Burning Star back in the day.
Okay.
And me and Jim Harris, the drummer, were in it together. So we know each other from being local guys. And he's the original drummer in Holy Mother. He couldn't be here today. He had some family issue.
No problem.
But I mean, it's all, like I said, it's momentum. We could have. So we're building it back up again, and things are going well.
Hey, life's still uncertain to have regrets. Like, just, it's all the future from here.
Right.
So, what about you? First tour, you nervous?
Nervous, but that's an exciting.
Yeah.
Like it's an excitement, and that's why I'm nervous. I think because really I haven't really ventured out of country too much. Played a lot of shows local, a little bit out of state, but it's definitely fun when you're going from playing, small clubs in Long Island to all of a sudden we're playing in Europe. So, I'm very excited. I think
It's like us. We're from a room in Farmingdale. We went to patch out there.
Yeah.
We ventured out
I forgot our tripod. This was set up on a chair.
behind a pumpkin.
Yeah, but I think it's the as the days come closer and closer and closer to just leaving, the excitement and being anxious because of being excited and such a new experience, it's building up and building up. And I'm so pumped. I mean, like it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Just to go throughout Europe, see a whole new, witness a whole new experience, get to play music that I love in front of people. It's gonna be awesome.
And also just seeing the culture, too.
Yeah, different
Best
cultures.
thing about
Yeah.
Europe, it really is. It's amazing. You'll see, we have some days off, and I know we're going to be able to sightsee and stuff like that. I do that on purpose. I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah, you can't
I
go
want
on
to
the
come
street.
Well, we did it. I did 17 days in a row, but I had no time to do anything. It was like, then we had at the end, the tour ended on a Saturday. Next day, I think flew back, whatever, to Munich.
Yeah.
I get out and everything was like, most things are closed in Europe.
Yeah, everybody's sitting
Even in
there.
the big city, I'm like, damn it.
Everybody's sitting there saying, "Oh, did you see Switzerland?" You're like, "Yeah, I was there, but I didn't see it. I saw the stage. It was nice." But so, going back to the nerves, your experience. Do you still get nervous?
I get nervous, like, I don't know what it is, but I do. I really do, and I'm like, why am I nervous?
But now, do you get nervous before a show, or just nervous to go over?
Not at all to go over. I can't wait to go over. It's great. The show, I'm always like, if I'm not nervous, then I'm not focused.
See, that's weird, is because for me, it's the opposite. I'm nervous to go over, because
Don't worry, we're gonna get you.
But like, yeah,
Over your mouth, Xanax.
but like I notice, like before going on, I'm usually just calm and dialed in,
yeah.
because I find I do best when I'm just calm, and I just go on stage in a calm mindset. And then from there, it's just like implode.
Right.
Whereas, like, if I go on nervous, everything's going to be off.
Well, that's what happens because your fingers aren't going to want to go where you want them to because you're just thinking like, oh, I got to play the right note.
You're focusing too much.
You're focusing
whereas
way
for you
too-
have to focus. I
Yeah,
find it
you
more,
can't forget words. Like, there's a lot of things that could happen with both you guys.
Yeah. I get more nervous with the wedding band when we do wedding. It's like, because
Oh,
never
they're so
rehearse.
judgmental.
Because everything's on film, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, there's no rehearsals. But it's unbelievable because we don't rehearse, and all of a sudden you got to go out and they got these parent dances, and I'm like, you can read lyrics, but I sit and learn this stuff, and I make sure I get it real good.
You use
and the band does
teleprompters?
it great.
Well, you
Of course, you have to.
You have to,
It's
yeah.
impossible. Nobody can remember.
yeah,
all
that
the
many
lyrics. Yeah.
songs. Yeah.
So, I get more nervous doing that. But once I'm on stage in my element, it's like, you get that high energy.
There's
Once
something
I get
I
to
love-
stage, here we go.
There's something
Game
about
on.
that like adrenalistic feeling
Right.
that you get when you're playing.
Right.
stuff
And
like
then
that.
you feed off the crowd. When things are going good, when you could feel that. I got it right here.
Mm-hmm.
See everyone looking.
That. So
I
that
bet your ass, no.
So, tell us. You've been on tour, obviously. Tell us about tour stories, bands you've played with that we might know.
I can't tell you all the
yeah, it was.
all
Yeah,
the stories because I don't know if I'm on my third marriage. I can't ruin. I'm not gonna ruin this one now. Now there's been a lot of hijinks on, if you know what that word is. We probably know.
Yeah.
Some great stuff. I mean, it's always great. The last tour was great. I mean, you think as a singer, I get off stage now. I don't drink anymore, and even when I did drink, I wouldn't drink on tour because I'm, got to take care of this. So the guys in my band, the last time we were on tour, Wayne, the bass player, my bass player lives in England. He's crazy. Like tour bus, bus call 2 a.m. They get on the bus, they start drinking till like 7 in the morning. And then they go to bed and they wake up at 2 and we're
Play
at
the
the next
show.
venue and they show up 3 down so I can do it again. I'm like, you do that.
Yeah, no.
I never did that.
At our age,
Yeah, I don't
I used to do stuff like that, but yeah, those were the days. Man.
Not when I sing, but there's a lot of good stories. I mean, I've seen, like I said, I mean, I've played everywhere, you know, and it's
You've
so many
seen
things-
you've seen everything basically.
really have. Some stuff, it's like,
Well-
I'd like to tell you guys some stuff, but I'm only going to tell you guys in private.
Hell yeah.
Some
So when
great-
she watches this and she sees what you just said, she's gonna ask you, okay, what was it?
She's gonna say to sleep on the couch.
You want us to edit
I'm
that
trouble
part out?
with
I could edit that part out if you want.
I'll put it this way, there was a lot of great women I met on the road.
All right, we'll definitely edit it.
Hey, I stopped the recording.
So we have one last question. We'll end it. We end it with every band, and the question is for both of you: is what would you tell anybody trying to get into the music business?
Well, you know what? I bet a lot of people say this, don't bother, especially today.
You know, surprisingly,
It's a really tough business, as we know. Things change. We know they do. Every business changes. It's not very beneficial to the musician and the songwriter. It's not. Publishing, there's no big publishing deals anymore. Record companies, there's like 3 people in the office now.
Yeah.
There's no risk. They don't take risks. It's pretty much about social media.
That's what it's about. And anybody could do that by themselves.
yeah, you gotta get lucky that your
Everyone's a
video on
star.
YouTube.
Right now,
is
we're
big.
stars. You're a star. Everyone's a star. Everyone goes on. You got your own show. And
Yeah.
It goes around the whole world. Used to be, a couple of different TV channels, boom, 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 and a couple of radio stations. Now, there's satellite. There's so many different avenues, and even recording too. The recording end of it as well. Everybody sounds good today because the technology is off the chart. You got
Yeah, you used to have to pay for good recording.
and you spend time in there, and you redo it. Redo a vocal, redo a drum take.
Yeah.
Today, I mean,
Yeah, you'll never understand, but I remember. No, I'm just saying because we're in our 40s, and we see, and you look back, and it's like when Metallica first heard themselves on the radio, they were like, "Oh my God, we're on the radio."
Right.
No one gets that feeling anymore because now it's like I record it, it goes onto social media. It's not like you're sitting in the car on the way to a party and all of a sudden your song comes on the radio. You're like, "Oh my God, it's the Bella." You're never gonna feel that feeling. You're never gonna
not
feel
as
it.
much. You'll still feel, but not like you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like back then, like a band from California, if you were heard about in New York, like holy shit, you made it.
Right.
Because it had to go across the whole entire country, and everything was underground. It's like, oh, there's this band Metallica. You got to hear them. They're taking off of San Francisco right now. It ain't like that no more.
It's funny because anyone can just release anything and put it up on
yeah.
That's it.
Spotify.
Yes, Tune Core makes it.
I mean, this kid I'm watching right now through the window, he's doing some kind of recording. He's not even a musician. He's buying
and he's
drum
probably
samples,
more. I'm telling you, he's probably more
drum
famous than all of
samples,
us.
guitar samples, this sample, that sample, quantize them, boom, you got something. Sonically, everything sounds great. Drum sounds, and
Everything.
I used Kane Churko. I was telling you before we did the interview. Kane and Kevin Churko, they did Five Finger Death Punch, Disturbed, some Ozzy stuff, In This Moment, Papa Roach. They're on top of the game, Mutt Lang, biggest in the business. The last album sounds great. My most popular album, which is Toxic Rain, as far as what it sounds like, I had to remaster it, try to remaster it.
Yeah.
It was not recorded very well. We did it in 9 days, flew to Germany, recorded it in Germany. All the stuff was recorded in Germany. And we had to mix it and get it done in 9 days. Everything.
Yeah.
So it was a
It
difference.
was about this.
Right. It was
About the
about
cheese,
budgets,
yeah.
right. So,
So what do you got to say about one lady you didn't answer? So and then we'll end it on that. So what do you want to say to kids your age getting into the business that that they don't practice?
Man,
enough?
you're not letting go of the young thing. We're like a 2-year difference, man. I'm a little hurt. No, I'm just kidding.
I think honestly, I think the main thing, and I think it's forgotten a lot, is just to have fun. I think it's
To enjoy what you're doing. Passion. Yeah.
enjoy it, have fun, be in the moment, be present. I just think people get too wrapped up sometimes, and I think people make, I think the one thing I love about music is I don't view music as a competition. I view music as you bring everyone up, you celebrate everybody, you can learn something from everybody. And I think, especially too, like, comparison is the thief of joy. Like, if you just keep comparing yourself to people, you're not going to be happy. So just have fun. Get out there, play what you want to play. At the end of the day, it's just about having fun.
That's a good word of wisdom for someone that is.
Yeah, no, it really is.
When I started, it was a competition. I'm not kidding. And now I'm like, I gotta be the best.
Oh, do you remember going to high school and they had the battle of the bands, and it's like they bring in the 7 bands, and then at the end they would all be judged.
Yeah,
and it's like,
I just think is a bad system because, like, to me,
why don't you just bring them all in, let everyone play, and say, you know what, we're all here for the music? No, it was a battle of the
but,
bands.
like, even that,
I know people who quit the business for that. My drummer, my friend of mine, he's like, I can't get it because he always thinking he's got to be the best. This flipping sticks, that. And someone told me he didn't play good that day. He's down, depressed for a week.
but like,
Me too,
music is art, and art is subjective. Just because one person doesn't like it doesn't mean it's bad.
Exactly.
Well, that's good. If you got that in your brain already, that's perfection.
great.
Because
It really is.
that'll bring you down in a minute. Well, you got to read some of our comments. Oh, you guys suck. Where you guys come from? Freaking.
Everyone gets
We hear it all the time.
Your ears are so freaking
Yeah,
big.
it is. we're from freaking Alabama. We hear it all, man.
Get that.
It becomes fun reading them, actually.
Oh yeah, we actually pin them.
Yeah.
Now that the trolls get the top comment, like, you know what? If we're getting them, we might as well make them the best, right?
Wow.
That's great. So end it. You're gonna be in the ending.
Yeah, I just want to say, everyone, follow Holy Mother, holymotherband.com. Yeah, on all social, you got Mike Torelli Facebook, Mike Torelli Musician, same thing, Instagram, Mike Torelli Musician. Mickey Licks, the new kid in town.
Well, you give us all.
Everything will be in the description, people.
Yeah, you give us all your links and everything is going to be in the description of the video. So all they gotta do is hit description, and it'll send you right to wherever you want to go.
Great.
So you could forward that to us, both of you.
Awesome.
So, guys, remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and tell us what other bands you would love to see on the channel. Thank you guys so much for doing
Yeah,
this
thank
today.
you.
This was very fun. I love doing the in-person, even if the door was open
Did
a
you
little
guys
bit.
like the
Yes.
The chips on his wife.
Come on, eat. Manja.
I'll take more of them after the cameras. And press the bell next subscribe button. I guess this way.
Get notified
Every time we upload a video. Son?
And I'm Father, and you guys
Holy Mother.
Mother.
rock
Gone.